about seeing what kind of trouble we can get into back up north around Meridia's shrine or temple up there. I do want to eventually get in there and go get Dawnbreaker, get Meridia's beacon out of my inventory, if nothing else. It's a pretty cool quest, actually. She has her little temple, and there's dead bodies laying everywhere that all have gold on them, so it's pretty profitable. And then you clear out the necromancer that's defiling her temple and get her sword back, and she lets you have it, which is cool. It's actually a really neat sword. One of my favorite effects, just FYI, I'm not going to be using it, but it's really cool if you use the slow time shout, and then use that sword, and if you can get one of the Dawnbreaker explosions to go off while slow time is active, oh man, it's so badass. Like, it literally goes off in slow motion. It's really, really cool. You actually get to see the whole animation as it plays. It's pretty neat. Definitely something to try. Oh, what do we have here? Somebody bitching about the Stormcloaks, huh? Where are they at? Was this an Imperial escort, quote unquote?
When are we gonna see some action?
No?
Oh.
Oh, just band of Imperials in need of action? Okay, I'll give you some action.
What do you think you're doing?
What do I think I'm doing? Killing me some Imperials, that's what I'm doing. And my friggin' left-hand weapon unequipped itself again. That's getting annoying. Alright, so I'll quick slot that one and see if this, yeah, that's getting kind of tedious. Yeah, I took Whiterun without much problem. I don't think any of y'all really stand a chance. We'll get back in the Civil War part of it at some point and go clear out a bunch of Imperial camps, which is basically what it amounts to. So if I ever really get in a mood where I just need to go kill a whole bunch of Imperials, then we'll jump back into the Civil War quest line. Right now, I just want to go do some stuff. We'll get back into the Dark Brotherhood stuff. We've got to go down there to the Dragon Bridge, and that's a little tedious because you have to go find the Oculus Penitent or whatever they're called, the bodyguard of the Emperor. Since the Blades aren't protecting the true Imperial bloodline anymore or something, now you've got these shadow puppets that the Thalmor set up, these emperors that are around now, and they have their hand-picked bodyguards, which are these nothing but glorified Imperial lackeys. But anyway, we have to go find the main guard captain and then go chase down his son and find him at a certain spot at a particular time and then frame him for an assassination or something. Anyway, we'll go mess with all that. Right now I want to investigate this cave. This is the start of the quest dealing with Patima, who was an old ruler, queen, or whatever. I think she's referred to as the Wolf Queen, and I believe there's like a bunch of books written on her too, which I haven't read. Although I'm not going to claim to have read half the books that you can pick up off the shelves and look into, but they're all really cool. They do give you insight into the lore and stuff, or at least the way people talk about the lore. And what's really cool is the way they write their history books in the Elder Scrolls. Is some of them you take it with a grain of salt. Its history is sometimes a little biased, or sometimes just straight up wrong and not true, you know, the way that they present it. And it's really cool. So you have to kind of dig for the truth about things sometimes. Anyway, this Wolf Queen person, I think this was like some really powerful mage leader at some point in time, and she used to like sacrifice her subjects to empower her own magic or something. Anyway, they're trying to raise her back up. And this leads to a little side quest. This isn't the end of it right here. This all starts with when you first go to see Queen Elisif. When you first get to the Blue Palace, there's this guy complaining about hearing noises coming from the cave and whatever. And you know what that means. Anytime there's a rumor about something bad happening in a cave, it means either the Draugr are killing everybody, vampires are eating everybody, or maybe cannibals. Wizards or necromancers are sacrificing people so they can raise up their own zombie army or some stupid crap like that. It's something.
It's nothing.
So no surprise to walk up to this cave, find skeleton sentries outside, and run into a bunch of undead as soon as you walk through the door.
Will
Of course.
destroy you.
This can actually be pretty nasty. There are a lot of mages in here. And at our level, these mages, there's going to be a lot of, like, you know, just straight up like necromancers or necromage or what, arch necromage or whatever they want to call them. They'll have fancy titles, but anyway, big powerful mages, they can 1 and 2 shot you. That's what all that boils down to. Remember there being somewhat of an ambush right here. There we go. Okay, well, I can just picture any one of these mages spamming ice storms and crap like that. Yep, there we go. Spamming ice storms. No, 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 no. That immediately raising up their own dead. What do we got here? Sometimes these summons are coming from the Draugr, not the mages. I have the Frost Atronach spell now, and I haven't even bothered to look at it to see if I even have enough magicka to summon one yet. Yeah, I'm not fixing to go get in the midst of all that. That's a lot of AoE BS just flying everywhere. I'll walk in there all stud muffin like and then immediately get destroyed. Stop it with that, man. Seriously. Sometimes, the lesser ward, it's a good idea to know that ahead of time. Seems like, it's one of the few spells that you have to cast just to enter the Mage's College. Seems like you need to know, Fireball? Or Firebolt, maybe? Or, Healing Hands, I think is another one. There's a girl that meets you at the foot of the bridge. Before you can cross into college, she wants to make sure that you can cast some kind of spell or something that you know something about magic. It's just one more thing about the Mage's College, though, that comes across as kind of half-written, half undone. Like, okay. Oh, man. I said I wouldn't do this, make the comparisons, but it's kind of hard not to with the Mage's College thing, because in Oblivion, it was so epic. I mean, it was awesome. You had to go to every single city in Cyrodiil, basically, to the head of the mages, individual mages guilds there, to get a special task to prove your worth so that you could get a letter of recommendation just to get into the college in the Imperial City to go learn how to, you know, enchant your own weapons and create your own spells. And then you could customize, you know, some stuff with your character and stuff, but it was almost like a game in and of itself, just going to each city and doing all this stuff. And, I mean, you had to earn your stuff. You know, you didn't get to even look at an enchanting table till you were, you know, a good part into the game. You had to earn that. And once you had that, well, you could create some pretty powerful gear. Here, the first inn you walk into, you can immediately just start making stuff, and it's like, really? Also, I remember, little difference with the alchemy. You carried around your utensils to make potions and stuff. Your alembic and your mortar and pestle and all this stuff, all your alchemy tools. And the more tools you used, and of course the higher your skill, the better potions you can make, right? Well, with this, there's just a table. All very convenient and everything, but differences, I don't know. I'm not going to say better or worse, but I can say the Mage's College, it was as epic as the main story. In fact, I'd say each of the guild quest lines for the Fighters Guild, for the Thieves Guild, for the Mages Guild, for the Dark Brotherhood were all equally epic. They were as big and equivalent to the main story, and they all kind of crossed over. In this, they're all kind of like that, other than the Mages Guild. And to me, it just seems unfinished. In this one, like, I don't know, you do some stuff and kill some things and go here and grab that for some reason and come back and you're Archmage. Huh? It's like, what did I miss? What did I miss? All of a sudden I'm Archmage. Okay, what does that mean? Nothing, we don't talk to you different, nothing else happens. You got a place that requires 14 loading screens for you to get to that you can sleep if you want. It looks pretty cool. But other than that, nothing. Okay. Oh, and the robes. The robes don't look bad, I guess. Archmage robes, but anyway, I don't know. Getting some introduction to the Psijic Order was kind of cool, I guess. Introducing the Psijics. I don't remember seeing anything about them in Oblivion. I can say that. Get out of my face, Draugr dude. Trying to fill some soul gems here.
Is that the best you can do?
That's Uthgar just tanking it up. Talking smack to him while she's doing it. I'm not sure what all empties I have as far as soul gems go. I should have quite a few, actually. The only ones I'm really worried about are the black soul gems. Those are the ones that I want to use to equip my, I guess you could say, in-game gear. I'm probably going to roll with this gear here until I get my smithing to 100. I'm not sure what I can really do with longbows and iron weapons and fur armor with even at 100 at 100 smithing, because I know the first upgrade to smithing deals with steel weapons and stuff, and you can start out making leather, fur and leather. Leather is like a slight step up from fur stat wise. The Forsworn armor is kind of like in the middle, I think. A little better than basic fur, but it looks so much better. Sorry, I just gotta... I really wouldn't care what the stats are on it. It doesn't make a whole lot of difference on Legendary anyway. Honestly, you could probably double fur armor's base armor rating and still get one-shotted by a lot of stuff, so I don't think it's really relevant. But Forsworn just looks so cool. And it... like one of you guys brought up, it adds a little immersion to it. It has kind of a, you know, just a whole Forsworn feel to it. Very tribal and stuff. Very cool.
Yes! Yes! Return me to this realm!
Okay, so Patima wants to return back into this world, but she's not about to be bound by any necromancers. Which is what I believe they're trying to do, so...
You fool! You cannot bind me to your wills. Just a scratch.
The necromancers, well, just like any other mage, they're gonna do whatever it takes to make bad shit happen. It's, whatever could possibly end the worst for everybody, that's what they're gonna do. And they're gonna die trying. Seriously. Alright. Well, no matter what, this won't end well, I'm sure. Oh man, I probably would have been one-shot by that arrow if I'd have been hit with it. It sounded harmless clanking off the stones, but if that had hit me, this is the Death Lord too? Probably with at least an ebony bow, I'm gonna guess. Yeah, that was a one-shot right there. I'm not kidding. The ebony bow's base damage may not seem all that high. You know, just a regular old bow that's not even, you know, upgraded or smithed or anything. But, in the hands of a Draugr Deathlord on this difficulty, the damage modifier, the bonus they get is ridiculous. It's just through the roof. Alright, here's where we, I think, run into some real mobs. I don't know if we'll get any more Deathlords and stuff, but there should be quite a few Necromancers up here, the ones that are trying to summon Patima. And that's what I gotta watch out for, getting hit by a friggin' ice storm from any direction. Got a couple Draugr here. I don't know how many mages we're dealing with up there. Oh. Toothbeard's going to really put her tanking skills to the test here. Nice.
Damn you.
I can't take any of those. Well, maybe one now. I mean, they may not one-shot me anymore. I'm not sure. Probably depends on what kind of mage is shooting it at me, but still. No, I can barely take walking through the ice trails they leave behind after they pass, honestly. Man, this mage. Seriously. Hard to kill for real. Wow. It seemed like I had to kill her about 5 times. Alright, how many more we got up here? They're like cockroaches up here, aren't they? It's infested. Well, I don't see any special title. I just see Necromancer, but still, they're stout enough. Let's see if I can't get sneak up here. And I'll be taking your stuff. Thank you very much. Good deal. Alright. All the dramatic combat music and everything else aside, that was, interesting. And how many more we have up here? How many of these things did it take to summon this, Patima? Anyway.
Something is wrong. There is an intruder.
It's like a lot of soul trapping going on here or something.
There's someone there.
More than one still up here. Man, there's a lot of mages in here. Look at that. Just like a whole nest of rats or roaches or something. And they're going to start spamming the ice storms again. Of course they are. I'm trying to shoot these mages, and wherever I'm shooting, you're trying to jump in the way. So I'm shooting you in the back of your face. If you jump in front of that again, that's what I'm doing. I wonder what the actual, like, in the coding, what the actual magicka pool for a level 40-something NPC enemy mage is. Or for your followers, for that matter. I know all your followers level differently. Each one has a different level cap. Is this the last mage? Hopefully. Hopefully this is some Arc Super Necro Mage type thing going on here. No, she's... Huh. After all that, their leader is just this normal garbage mage. Okay, whatever. I'll take that. So that's basically the quest, to come in here and clear out all these pesky mages. And, wow, that's leaving. I don't think that's a good sign. I think that leaving was... In fact, I think the mages here were the only thing binding that Patima spirit thingy to this place right here. Actually, killing all those mages probably wasn't a good thing. Well, no, it was a good thing either way, but still. I don't think we've heard the end of this. Okay, so there's a okay, is that it? There it is. I was about to say, I'm totally missing it. I know there's a lever for this bridge somewhere. Should be a boss chest over here. Good deal. Definitely not worth the fight. But, whatever. Well, let's get out of here. Now, whenever we do get back to the court in the Blue Palace, we can go turn this in to the steward guy there. Might want to go check out that other cave, take care of those vampire pests for the court wizard too. Speaking of court wizard, I may train in some destruction magic again also. Got plenty of gold now. I've really stopped spending it on anything. Although going back and getting a few more quick skill points in light armor might be a good idea too. I'd like to get my light armor to 80. After that, it'll eventually get to 100 on its own. Don't really care. But I want to get that last upgrade for my armor rating. I've got my perks for having 70 in light armor. I've already got those, so that's all set. The very last perk for 100, just whenever. If and when, don't really care. Not worried about that so much. But the double armor rating bonus you get for... What is that? It's definitely a hostile. But the double armor bonus rating you get for having light armor skill of 80. That's what I'm... Once I have that, I'm not really worried about that anymore. So that'd be cool. Get a few more points. And what? She's just spamming the crap out of the fireballs, huh? Okay. Huh. Get my blacksmithing to 100. Get my one-handed to 100. So one-handed and archery, those will come. That'll get there eventually on its own because it's what I use. I mean, I'm not really worried about those. Yeah, I guess really smithing and a few more in light armor, and then what else? That's about it. Smithing just for, it's really not that big a deal, but I'd like to have it because I didn't put any points into it to upgrade magical stuff. So if I go ahead and make my quote-unquote in-game gear now, I can't smith it. I can't make it better once my smithing does hit 100. So if I get it to 100 and go ahead and make the swords and armor, you know, up fully smith my armor to wherever it's going to be, which it's not going to make all that much of a difference anyway. Like I say, it's just fur and iron stuff. It's really only a matter of a couple points, but, you know, still, take what you can get. And then I'll go ahead and enchant it once it's fully smithed.
Or I'll gut you like a fish.
Yeah, that's.
Nice
I'm probably not the
try,
person you want to
but
pick
you
on.
Don't scare me. I'm not gonna ask again.
Well, crap.
Don't you walk away from me.
Don't you walk away from me while I'm robbing you. Oh wow, he hits kind of hard. Okay. Probably not going to go too many more rounds with him. So I get attacked by a random Nord and a random thief, or a random Redguard and a random thief. Kind of close together for random spawns, I think. That's cool. He had some good stuff on him anyway. Alright, dramatic music can end anytime now. Thanks. Awesome. Appreciate it. And I don't think I can get back up from here. Nope. I would like to see the overall movement mechanics improved a little bit on the next Elder Scrolls. Where you can dodge roll. I'd love to be able to dodge roll and jump while sprinting and stuff. Let all the movement be real fluid. That would be cool. Along with the combat too. Make it more visceral, more real. Alright, well I probably needed to discover this for later anyway. You know, when we get into the Civil War stuff. Most likely. Good to have these camps. Go ahead and trade a little bit with the Quartermaster, and I think we'll go get Dawnbreaker. Alright, thanks for watching. If you want to subscribe, click the button up top. And for the rest of this Let's Play, you can click that image in the middle. I think it takes you straight to the playlist. Alright, thanks for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.